All right, welcome back, BPD family. It is me, Big Papa D, and we're back here for another one. We're here for part two of the token bearing a soul to us. And the name of the song is Sarah's song, I believe. Yes. All right, so we're gonna see where this leads here. I'm Your Baby was the first part of this. If you didn't see that video, I'll put a link for it in the description or somewhere around here. That was the first part of this. If you haven't seen it, go look at that reaction and the video itself. And like I said, this is part two. This is Sarah's song. All right, let's go.
Tell me why, how could you do that to me? Tell me why, how could you do that to me?
Here's a story that I never thought that I would tell. About me and a girl, sophomore
Another
year,
one,
pure
man.
as
You're
hell.
sharing.
I never talked about it, not cause how she'll be affected. Truthfully, I don't care. I was more worried about myself.
Damn.
First girl I ever liked that finally liked me back. Geeked out when I heard about that. Still a virgin, scared to talk to girls, rocking a double X black
remember that.
t-shirt, but still sweating out the back. I had a thing with her. TV shows after school, I would binge with her. First girl I held the hand of, first girl I bought dinner. First girl I met the mom of butterflies at every picture I would see. You should've felt my heart go. I never knew what to say, so she started every convo. She had more experience, she showed me things to prove it. First girl who ever found interest in my music.
Man, that brings me back. Not that I didn't have little puppy love things with people before, but the first girl, like in high school age, that I knew, like when I found out they actually liked me, that feeling is amazing, dude. We were all riding around in my buddy's car, just doing our thing. And towards the end of the night, like I was trying to, I was making my moves. We dropped everybody off. Me and my buddy went back to his house, and we got out. And on the back of the car's dirty. She wrote her initials and my initials in a little heart thing. I was like, oh, I'm in there. And that I can remember that feeling like it was yesterday, man. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. Let's continue with this thing, man. I'm gonna take it back a good bit.
With her. First girl I held the hand of, first girl I bought dinner. First girl I met the mom of butterflies at every picture I would see.
Scary.
You should've felt my heart go. I never knew what to say, so she started every convo. She had more experience, she showed me things to prove it. First girl who ever found interest in my music. She had a passion too, she liked to act, she was amazing. Showing up to her plays like my girl's about to be famous. We hit some parties too, she was a drinker and I wasn't. Kissing me in front of my friends and poking fun at me for blushing. I went viral for the first time, so rumors started to move. Token has a famous friend, Token might leave school soon. Till this one rumor came next. Last night, I heard Token forced a girl to...
Oh, shit.
Tell me why, how could you do that to me?
Token is touching on some super, super sensitive subjects. I don't know where this is going. Obviously, I know where Token is now. And this ain't a thing. But this never happened to me once again. And I know you all think I'm lying that you have a friend. I had a friend. He wasn't super popular. He hooked up with this girl that was a little out of his league. And she was cool with it until everyone else found out she hooked up with him. And then she started making up freaking stories. Now, here's the thing. I was there the entire night. There was 30 other people there the entire night. Nothing she said happened. But because she was embarrassed, because people knew, she made up some shit. And that ain't right. I mean, you should come forward if that shit really happens to you and it's terrible. And I know it happens. But the opposite is true too. You shouldn't be making up stuff just because you're embarrassed that you made a mistake. we'll see where this is going. Maybe this is like that.
The first person who asked me about it, I thought that he was playing. Second person who asked me about it, I started replaying. The night I had with my girl, confirming everything was normal. Fourth person who asked me about it, I started looking for her. Ain't no way she telling lies. You know how rumors travel when your name is on the rise. Little internet fame, but I was the shy. Confrontation wasn't my move, but I had to. I found her in the gymnasium by the athletes. When she saw me, she smiled at me. I was confused. Before I could confront, she ran up to me and she gave me a hug. I told her about the rumor and I asked her where it's from. She replied, what the fuck? Why would I say that? I felt stupid, I said sorry. I walked away thinking that 4 other people were trolling me. The 5th person who told me about it, my whole thing in reverse. The 8th person who told me about it said they heard it directly from her. But she denied it all the same. I started to feel like I'm attending one of her plays. I never hit her up after and she never hit me up. I left school soon after trying to get my career up. The more stories I heard, I knew damn well she was the author. My friend was like, she must just be jealous of the spotlight. Jealous you getting established. She wanna be an actress. Maybe she just method acting. I told him he was tripping. I had barely built the buzz. Half the town took her side. I stopped fucking with everyone.
That's fucked up. I take it tokens from a small area. Small town suck, dude. That is crazy. He's painting these pictures in each of these stories of telling us why he is the way he is now. And it's all making more and more sense as time goes on. He had the terrible things happen to him in the first song. Now his first real exposure to a real relationship with a female, and then this is what happens. He already had the bad example of his parents' marriage and a skewed idea of what love was. And then now this is happening. Woo! I mean, we all have a heart going up, but I mean, yeah, that's pretty bad.
He was tripping. I had barely built the buzz. Half the town took her side. I stopped fucking with everyone.
Tell me why. How could you do it?
My intro to relationships left me with bad blood. Maybe that's why I'm so anti-relationship, I don't trust. I told my girl the story before I took out the pen. She said she's not surprised and I didn't know what she meant. Now I think I do. The man that gets commitment don't commit cause he don't know who he's committed to. And I'm not proud of that, but it's my experience. Honestly, not being tied down held my career and shit, so I'm not even tripping. I hope that girl just need her more, cause she good at it. Just don't do around me no more. I'm sure she don't imagine she had big impact on me before, but she probably the reason I don't trust who I get feelings for.
Wow. Putting her on blast. I don't know if her name is Sarah or not, though. Be interesting to know. She knows who she is. All right, so we got another episode coming. Let me pop out. I think this is probably, he's thinking it's because she's, trying to get hype. I think it's probably more like what I said before. It was somebody that did some things and that didn't want to ruin their reputation, so they made up a story to cover it. Maybe because their parents found out or who knows. That's some rough shit. People don't understand in the things you do in the moment can really, really, really mess with somebody. Like this is years later. This is what, probably 7-8 years later. And this is still messing him up. Messing him up so bad, he had to put it on a track. So watch what you do, man. Don't play with people. Don't play with people's lives. This is painting the picture. I wonder what part 3, hopefully part 3 is like realization that things are better, hopefully. But part 1 and 2, not looking very good. All right, as always, the artist stuff will be in the description. Token's awesome, man. Had a chance to chat with him. Seems like a pretty cool dude. I want nothing but the best for him. So go over to his channel, watch this video, like it, subscribe, comment, get that hype up, share it, do all the things you can to get it out. He needs rewarded for being this honest with us. Myself will also be there too on a lesser level. Check out my YouTube store, Don's Collectibles. And as always, not as always, hopefully not for long, we still have the GoFundMe here. I'm still looking to get a car. Anything you do to help out is appreciated. Peace out.